All your favorite artists.
Today's Country 105.7.
High noon and the doors are swinging wide open to the diner. It's Micah here in the studio with you. Hope you're doing all right today on your Tuesday. Today's Country 105.7. You're listening to the diner, and my special guest today is our good friend Miss Nancy from the Vernon Parish Library. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, doing well. Just enjoying a nice Tuesday outside. Weather's nice, so you always take that into consideration.
Yes, it is pleasant, and it's not sweltering hot.
Yes, I'm enjoying the little
knock on wood.
Knock on wood,
right?
As long as I'm everybody says I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for fall, and then I always just say, look, I'm just ready for a break from the 103s, know, that we get in August.
Look, and I'm totally good as long as I get a break from it.
Yeah,
and maybe not like for forever. I could deal with a really hot day every once in a while.
Just tag out every once in a while.
A cooler day is always pleasant.
That's right. It always is. So tell me, what's happening with the Vernon Parish Library?
Oh, my goodness. We have so much. So I'm going to tackle this week first.
All right. Let's get into it.
This Thursday, we have LSU Ag coming back. Miss Justine is going to be with us. She is going to be talking to us about how to get the most out of your small appliance. So that's your Instapot, your air fryers, those kind of things. She's going to give us all the tips and tricks on how to utilize those to their highest potential, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
So we're excited about that class. And then Friday, we have computer classes coming up.
All right.
Mr. Tobin is coming back. He is a wonderful teacher. He really breaks things down. So if you have zero computer knowledge, this is the class for you. And it is going to be on artificial intelligence.
Right. If you want to get to know how to do AI, this is the class for you.
For sure. And we're going to start out ground zero, and we're going to build our way up. It's a 2-part course. So we're going to have part 1 in the morning from 10 to noon, and then part 2 will be from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. So if you want to come to part 1, or maybe you have a little bit of knowledge and you want to just slip in for part 2 to see what's on the more complicated side. None of it is too terribly complicated, but you can do that. Both of these classes, both the computer class and the LSU Ag class, are classes that you need to register for.
Yes.
We have a few slots left in both classes. They are a max out at 20 participants. So that way you get all that one-on-one, hands-on
so you can really get the most out of it.
Yes, for sure. We want to be sure that we're serving the community to our fullest capacity, and this is one of the ways that we are doing it. So, and Monday we will be closed for the holiday.
That's right. It's Labor Day weekend coming up.
It is. We are very excited to have that day off.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to have that day off.
You guys do so much. I think a lot of people don't realize how just hands-on and how many different programs and things outside of just the normal operations of a library, which is pretty busy in and of itself.
Yes. Look, I actually had someone tell me one time, oh, I wish I was a librarian because you get to sit and read books all day. And I giggled. Only. And I'm like, oh, if that's what I did, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
But it's not. We are busy. Always planning. I have people tell me, what are you doing? You're always running around. I rarely see you at your desk. And I'm like, it's because I'm busy doing all the work that is involved in my position. So, whether it is making sure all of our stuff is on social media or double checking things, just always busy doing something. So, speaking of doing things and planning things, we have Mr. Ricky Robertson coming in next month.
All right.
On September the 17th, he's going to be joining us. It will be a program from 10 a.m. to 11:30. He's going to be talking about the Louisiana maneuvers of 1941.
And that's a real big deep dive into history because there's so much that goes in with that, especially if you're a World War II buff.
Right. And, and it's really, I think it was the turning point for Vernon Parish as well.
Yes.
I think this is where we shifted from a sawmill farming community into what you see today. I think this was the turning point with Camp Polk and everything. So I'm really excited to hear him speak on that day. It's going to be a great program. Again, that one is September the 17th from 10 a.m. to 11:30. You don't have to sign up for that. You just show up. It'll be in the meeting room at our main branch. So, and we have him coming back 2 more times. Once in October on the 15th to talk about the heritage families of Peason Ridge. And then he'll be back November 19th to talk about the sawmill town of Peason. So loads of really good information and history of our community from that time period.
Yes, indeed. And he's just got a wealth of knowledge, Mr. Robertson does.
Look, and I've heard he's a phenomenal speaker. So I'm like, I'm excited to hear him speak, to kind of soak up some of his knowledge. And I really enjoy history. And I find the older I get, the more I enjoy it.
Well, you want to look back more.
So, right.
You want to see it because, as you live your life, linearly, that's one of the reasons why, like, teaching kids history is almost kind of a moot point because they don't have that concept of time.
Oh, right. For sure.
A year ago was yesterday. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But as you go on and you have more questions and you kind of see the dots connect when you go back and take a look, and there's no better way than to learn about your local history to see where you're going.
Definitely. So this month we had scheduled Mr. Gavin to come in and do a painting class. He unfortunately had to cancel, so we have rescheduled him for October the 25th.
All right.
It's going to be a Saturday. He's going to come in. We're going to paint an apple tree and a hot air balloon and some hills, if I remember correctly. So that is and I know that sounds intimidating for anyone who is thinking about attending. It is, however, a beginner acrylic painting class.
Yes, so you can start at zero and come.
No knowledge, you just come in and we'll throw some paint around and have a lot of fun, and just not totally around because we do still have new carpet.
We keep it contained.
Yes, we'll throw paint on our canvas.
Keep it on the canvas.
So, for sure. And look, talking about history, we have an archives display at the library, which it's really neat to see when Brenda changes things out. She's our archivist, and it's really cool to be able to see the world through someone else's eyes.
Yes.
Because there are personal photographs and letters and dance cards and report cards, you name it. And right now we have KCS and train memorabilia in our display cabinet. So it's from a couple of different collections. There's a lot of KCS stuff. There's a stamp from a train master, a former train master. I think that's what they're called. But there's loads of things in there. If you're in the library, pop over to the left side of the circulation desk and take a look and see what's in there, because I'm always seeing new things and I look at it all the time.
Yes, and with everything you guys keep in those archives, the library is a museum unto itself.
Look, it really is. I was blown away whenever I did a video of archives and what all is up there. All of the things that we have, and we're always looking to add to our collection. So if you have some old family photos, blueprints from an original house here, anything like that, even if you don't want to donate it for us to keep, we would love to scan them to where we can add them to our digital archives.
Yes, to preserve for future.
And then that way we have them for forever, because you never know. And things happen and they might get ruined or lost. And that way you have that to fall back on. You have this digital copy that you can always pull up and look. And then families grow up and spread out. I'm learning this the hard way. But, if you have family in another state, like I do have a kiddo in Wisconsin and one in Utah, I could easily share things thanks to the internet.
Yes, indeed.
With them. So easy ways for people to look up things. Archives is definitely something that we should keep adding to.
And like you said, when people are looking back to see the story of their community, the story of their families, it's good that a place like the Vernon Parish Library has got all of that. And with digital records, you could find just about anything.
Yes, look, so my grandfather actually helped in the building of First Baptist on Texas Highway.
All right.
And he did a lot of electrical work. And it's really neat to be able to go back and look at the building stages of First Baptist.
Yeah.
And be able to see all the different steps it took. And even we have them for our location, the Vernon Parish Library on Nolan Trace, because we've not always been there. People think that we have, but we haven't. We were on Courthouse whenever I was a child, and then this building was built when I was a teenager. So it's really neat to look back and see it with a different pair of eyes.
Yeah.
And be able to see the construction, because I'm sure I saw it growing up, but it was just,
it was just one of those things that happened. But
they're building another building.
You never know what you'll get nostalgic for.
Yep, for sure. So that's fun. And, it's in those photos, I saw the children's wing. I'm like, oh my goodness, look how big it is and empty and clean. Can I have that back? And they're like, no. I was like, okay. But, school has gone back, speaking of children, and they've been back for a few weeks. And look, my kiddos are already having homework and doing some digging on things. And one thing that we offer is there are computers, and you can wirelessly print or hop on a computer and print that way at the library. So if you have a child who needs to type something up, needs to do some research, pop in the library.
Yes.
There are loads of people who would love to help you and get you pointed in the right direction.
And plus, we all have trouble with fighting internet companies, or something goes out, or a fiber line gets cut here and it cuts out here, and you need that report done ASAP. And
right.
The library is just a resource for you to be able to go in and just to use the computer, not even considering just all the resources for research and other things that you could use.
Definitely. And if you have a laptop that you're wanting your child to use, we have free Wi-Fi.
All right.
No password. You just come in, you hop on it, and that's it. And then you can also print wirelessly from your device at the library. So if you have an email on your phone or a photo, you can come in and we can print it from your device. You don't even have to log into one of the computers or do anything special.
All right.
So definitely. So, yep, I think we've covered everything.
Oh, man. Maybe. And that is a lot to talk about, though.
Look, it really is. We have so much stuff going on, so many resources. I could probably talk all day.
Hey, you and me both, and I do it for a living. All right. Well, hey, I want to thank you for stopping by. Folks, everybody should go take advantage of the Vernon Parish Library and all the programs that they have. I want to double down on what we talked about earlier. If you're interested in AI and you wanted to do that computer class, be sure to pre-register, but that's coming up soon here on the 29th. Seats are available, but they are limited.
Yes, so we have 20 total. I think we're about halfway there right now. And if you don't want to pop in the library to register, you can always give us a call. The phone number is 337-239-2027, or you can call toll-free at 800-737-2231.
All right. Well, hey, Miss Nancy, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to The Diner. If you like this episode, be sure to like and subscribe to the Today's Country 105.7 YouTube channel. Download our smartphone app to take advantage of our live stream, and always keep your radio tuned to Today's Country 105.7. I'm Micah Pickering. Thanks for pulling into The Diner.